Welcome back to Bricks and Clicks. I'm your host, Ashlee Billings, and with me is Jennifer Ruscin.
Hi.
Yes. Today on our Bricks and Clicks episode, we're going to talk about Amazon and how Amazon is presented now. Is it just for marketing? Should you always be there? Should you not be there? Should you wait to go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've noticed over the years that Amazon has been an amazing platform to be found, to have retailers find you. I feel like a couple years ago, you actually could be profitable, and some items still can be. We deal a lot with food clients. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, I'm going to move my head to the right, and you can see some of our clients behind us. And I'm not saying that they are not profitable, but it is very difficult to find profit these days in Amazon. And that's really today's conversation. We have noticed a change. In the last year, as we said on our very first episode, this is episode number 2, back of Bricks and Clicks. I've done it for a few years. We took a year off as we launched D2C services. So we're noticing a shift into D2C and a shift either away from Amazon or a scaling down. So I'll kick that back to you.
So I have a client that I absolutely love. They pushed out all their products onto Amazon, and then we're like, what is going on here? We're not being profitable. What do we need to do? Like, you still need to show up there because everyone's going to Amazon to at least look and see if you're there, to read reviews. There's some reason that they're going. Everybody has their own reason. Personally, I like to go look at reviews because I know that Amazon's reviews are honest, because anybody can manipulate those on your website. Like, oh, I've got 5 stars, 3,000 5 stars. Like, you have 8,001 stars, but we're not going to show those. We're just going to show those, the 5-star ones. So I always go to really understand if I want that product to have that trust. Some people go for the 2-day delivery. They're like, I need that, in 2 days. So I've got to go there. So it's good to show up there. However, you don't need to push everything there. Just use it as a marketing platform if you're not going to be profitable.
Great question. I mean, great solution. So I think it's an important thing to cover. What does it cost to do business with Amazon? And if a client asked you that, what would you say?
Depends. A lot of gray hair, maybe, depending on who you have in your support team with it. You definitely need some capital to show up and to market. You still need to have some marketing dollars in the back end. I don't know if I would have a lump sum of a number to give on that, though.
Yeah. So Amazon takes 15% as their own commission. It costs $80 to $90 to send in a pallet. Has that changed any?
Nope. That's the same.
$80 to $90. So however many units you can send in.
Right. And you can do the mixed pallets.
Yeah.
And I have clients I had a client last week that sent in 14 pallets and it cost them under $200.
What?
14 pallets.
Insane. I mean, that would be like $2,000 or more if you're shipping on your own. That's amazing. You're also paying for marketing, as Ashlee said. When we first started Amazon years ago, we would be like, $500 a month doesn't have to at least get some keywords under. No, that's ridiculous. I mean, I would say, you tell me.
Oh, at least start with 1,000. I think if you have like 1 or 2 products, maybe that 500, 750 would be good. Maybe if you're like just barely showing up there. But I think you need 1,000 or more just to launch on Amazon for marketing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 2,000-3,000.
Most of our clients are 10 grand and up, just on what they spend in marketing, because they have the wide ranges and they're wanting to show up.
Yeah. If you have a big product range, or your goal is to scale quickly, or your goal is to get within the top 10 within your category, you're looking at a budget of 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Like, those are what the numbers that we're spending. Now, not all of our clients, if you see the ones behind us, some of them are smaller. Some of them maybe only do a few thousand, but yeah, you got to have money. So this is where this solution of using Amazon as a marketing platform comes into play, because you do have some clients, some of them are behind us, that use Amazon in this way. So can you give us some examples of like how to go from Amazon as a sales strategy to Amazon as just a marketing strategy?
So when you are a sales strategy, you're putting your products on there, most probably all of your products on there. You're pushing your budgeting, you're spreading your marketing open really wide, trying to capture all the sales, all the visibility. When you're just using it as a marketing platform, you're putting your inventory in there so you can still show up to get sold. You're still having marketing, you're just bringing that back and getting real niche on who you're targeting. So you target who you want to show up for and not people that, may just be buying like complimentary things that go with your product. And then just putting in the products that sell for you on there and having your website have the special stuff. So maybe I have some clients back there, they started with a 3-pack, 6-pack, variety pack, 8 different products, and now they have 4 products and it's a 6-pack only because they've realized that that's what works for them on Amazon, for them to either be profitable and to show up as a marketing strategy. And then they're putting all their baskets more into the D2C side to build social media, to run and be in brick and mortar.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go back and like double click on a few of the things that you said. One being they're still putting inventory in. So on a client that we are sales focused instead of marketing focused, normally we would say send in 100 units of each SKU to start with.
Right.
And that's because Amazon has, I don't know, 80 to 100 Seller Central shipping DCs. And in order to be seen, you have to actually be in the DC near your customers. So example, if you put 50 units and it all went into California, nobody in Florida could see you because Amazon's promise to the customer is 2-day delivery. And if they can't deliver in 2 days, your people don't see it. So talk to us about, is that the same strategy if you're just marketing focused, or does that change?
I feel like it's the same strategy to a point because you still want to show up for everybody to be able to order it and to find you on there as a marketing strategy. So I feel like you still need that inventory in there. Just be more cautious with it. If you have a really heavy product and it doesn't move fast, if you say it only moves 50 units every 2 minutes, then obviously don't put 100 units in there. Kind of just watch and forecast yourself out. So I would definitely start with a forecasting plan. So you have enough inventory in there to be seen everywhere, but not like enough because you're wanting to use that as a growing system.
I like that.
Yeah.
One thing, if we're talking about D2C, if you're trying to show up to potential buyers on your own website, have a tab that says like store locator or find where we're sold, and then have an Amazon icon on there and link into your storefront on Amazon or link into a product page. A storefront would be beneficial. If you don't have a storefront, you can contact us and we'll help build one for you. I would drop yourself into the storefront because, to Ashlee's point, if you have a slow moving item, but you want to still have presence on Amazon, if you send in 50 units and they're all on the West Coast, no one on the East Coast can find you. And what if you're trying to present to a buyer on the East Coast? I don't know why I want to say HEB, but I don't think that's true. Can you think of a retailer on the East Coast, like in Florida? It's specific to Florida. I can't either. No. Anyway, we're in Arkansas. Sorry. Then it's important that the buyers then can do some research on your own website, see that you are on Amazon or see that you are on Walmart.com or whichever websites that you're kind of playing small in. And then they can see that you're on there.
Absolutely. And just to add to that, when you're doing your website and want to show up on Amazon as a marketing, I would definitely look into the brand referral program because it could basically pay for your additional marketing too.
Oh, wait, hold on. Talk more about this.
So the brand referral program, if you plug it into your products and you advertise outside of Amazon to push people into Amazon, you get a 10% back on your referral fees. So the fees that Amazon charges you, you get 10%. Up to 2 weeks after they click the link.
That's amazing. How does a brand sign up for this?
They just go into Amazon and you click a couple different little spots and it brings you up to the brand referral program.
Okay.
And then you just click in to see if you're eligible. If you're eligible, then you just start your campaign and print your tags and it's pretty much a done deal.
Wow. We should do a podcast just on Amazon's brand referral system. Okay. So when I was double clicking, I got distracted. So the first part was about sending inventory in. Yes. What was the second part that you talked about?
Marketing.
Oh, dollars. Yes. Marketing dollars. So if we're recommending for a sales strategy, $2,000 a month marketing, then what would you do? And why would you keep marketing turned on for a marketing-based strategy?
So first of all, whenever you first launch on Amazon, if you're starting in the beginning, it's hard to be seen just by showing up there. You have to have some kind of marketing to be seen, to teach the algorithm. Like whenever I bid on potato chips, I want this product. And then it shows the system like, okay, so I need, when potato chips are done, this product needs to show up because it's ordered from.
Yeah.
So it just helps build the algorithm to know to show up, have your product show up. So you at least get some kind of sales on there, and you're not on the 20th page that nobody can find you. So start there.
So start there. Okay. So I'm assuming that people that are listening to this probably already are on Amazon, and maybe they're going like, gee, maybe I should move from a sales strategy to a marketing strategy.
Okay.
So they have been spending $2,000 to $10,000 or more.
Okay.
What kind of a budget would you recommend that they scale back to? And then why would you recommend that they leave marketing on?
I wouldn't scale back to a budget. I would scale back to an ACOS or a ROAS, because no matter what, if I'm getting a 30% ACOS, then I want to put $500,000 in there and continue getting that back.
I feel like you should get more into what that means.
So I feel like if I'm putting in that much money and I'm getting a good return on it, then I'm going to continue to put money in. So I don't feel like ever put a budget amount on it. Do a percent amount. Like I want to stay in this percentage and not go above that.
So if you're like, I know I will be profitable if I'm at a 15% ACOS, then Amazon's not going to serve the ad based on the assumption that you are not getting or staying within a range of 15% of ACOS, meaning any conversion from an ad that you do get is profitable.
Right.
I like this. I thought you'd come back and say, crank down your budget to 500.
No, because you're cutting yourself short, even shorter than you need to be, and you're losing a lot of sales opportunities. So I would definitely do the percent on ACOS or your ROAS, whatever works better for you and your business model. Yeah, because if you can make money, then
why would you not?
Make money, absolutely.
Okay. I also love the idea that you had about having very specific items on Amazon, maybe your best selling items, or to your point, the ones that bring profit. So you have a client who's probably behind us somewhere up there, maybe towards the top, that started with 6 different line items, from a 3-pack to a 12-pack to an 8-pack and a 6-pack. And they did their profitability analysis to determine the 6-pack is where the money's at for us. So that's all we're going to offer.
Yeah.
Smart.
Absolutely. I think it was brilliant, especially for them. And they're just ravishing everywhere else. It's really
ravishing. A good way to do that would be to consider, like, what's your master pack? And then just sell a master pack. You're still showing up.
Yes, they can still read reviews about that master pack and get that billing from you. So yeah, absolutely.
This feels good. Okay. What else do you want to add or finish up this podcast episode about making Amazon more of a marketing focus for you than sales? Did we miss anything?
I don't think we missed anything. Yeah. Maybe. I'm trying, like, there's so many other things that are coming to mind that I want to.
Is there any
about Amazon? So it's like,
I know, me too. We need more episodes.
We just have this.
Is there any reason why this could be a negative if you decided to pull the plug of sales focus and move into marketing focus only? What negative repercussions, if any, are there?
I don't think there are any, because I feel like when you make that move, you've already tested the waters and kind of figured out, like, okay, this works, this doesn't work, or whatever, like your marketing. And so I don't feel like there is a negative to it, besides you're not going to have a lot of sales come from just marketing, because you're not pushing that. So you're not going to have a lot of new to brand. Because you're not opening that net really wide. So it's going to be more niche, more.
It's no longer an acquisition platform for you. It's more like people just check to see if you're legit or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I had a client once, and I did mention this for a second in the first episode that we recorded. I had a client who worked really hard to create a cult following. So they spent the first 2 years on Amazon building and building and building. I wish I had a thing. I don't have a sample right here so that I can show you. that their packaging was really fun and hip and very millennial and was kind of even interactive. Like you could scan a code. So I remember they had like a little insert, and as soon as you opened up your box, it was like, scan here for an additional discount, or scan here for a free giveaway, or scan here for a trip that we're giving away. Like it was very interactive, and you felt very emotionally entangled with the brand. I fell in love with them. And at one point they were like, we aren't making any money on Amazon, and our distribution, our system of getting it from China to here is real kind of janky. Like we'll place the order and it will take them longer than normal to ship it. And then by then we've run out of stock on Amazon, and we're now selling on our website. Anyway, long story short, they decided to make a really big strategic move that was to basically suffocate their Amazon platform, their Amazon distribution. And because they built such an amazing cult following, everybody just went to the website. I mean, we were desperate. Like this is a below the belt wipe company. And I was like, I don't want to use Summer's Eve. I don't want to use Great Value on the JJ. Like I trust this company. I know that they use good products and they use good ingredients, and I like the way they smell, the wipes, and I have them in every bathroom. I have 4 bathrooms in my house, and every single bathroom has them. I need more. Like I am out of stock. So I went to their website, and they did this really interesting play, because they knew direct to consumer was the most important thing for them to capture than any other third-party website, than Amazon, than Walmart, than Thrive Market, than Sam's Club. Like it doesn't matter. They were like, we don't own our customer, and we want to own our customer, and we'll be more profitable. So instead of a 8-pack on Amazon, they offered a 4-pack, which was perfect for me because I have 4 bathrooms, right? So I signed up for the 4-pack. And instead of it costing, I don't know, $14.99, it was $7.99. I have no idea how they did all this financial finagling, but without Amazon's 15% and without the cost of shipping in and without the cost of marketing, they saved so much money that they just put it back into the product, and they were like, here's what we need to make to sell this. And then they put it on subscription. So instead of subscribe and save on Amazon, I just turned on the subscriptions. Same for Root Foods behind me. I have them on subscription. And then all of a sudden I'm buying directly, and I'm not even noticing. It wasn't any kind of weird transition. And I think it's been like 3 or 4 years that I've just continuously had the subscription for them. And it just doesn't come in my Amazon box. It comes in like a normal wipe box that they send me. And it feels really good. It feels good for them because they're making a lot of money. They've captured my email. I'm on their email marketing list. They do amazing like referral programs where you get 30% off coupons if you refer to your friend. Like there's all this engagement. So I think that's a great strategy. Absolutely. Leave Amazon, way turn down your marketing, or leave your marketing and just tweak it so you're only making a profit on every sale that comes through the marketing. Lean into your website, make a creative offering, make the price be lower than Amazon to continue to pull your customer into there, turn on subscriptions, and do email marketing.
Absolutely do email marketing.
Email marketing is the most low cost marketing effort out there, and it's the most high reward. I know in my own email marketing sequences, I get 37% open rates. Huge high open rates. And we have asks, buy this thing from us. We're hosting a masterclass. I have a podcast. So get creative in your email marketing where you're not just offering products or offering a coupon, but maybe you're offering a recipe.
I was just fixing to say
a video.
Recipe. Everybody loves a recipe, and it sparks ideas of like, you know, people may not like that recipe, but it may spark an idea of something else they could use it with. So yeah, I love recipes. Or again, our client that's over there in a box, they would have do you want to go grab that? Or maybe not. I kind of want to show it. Okay, so they have vegetable powders, really high end, grown on biodynamic farms. Use the rustling. Do you have one of the ones that's really just special? This one's on Amazon. Sleep. I think these are both pretty normal. We love Dr. Cowan's Garden. They're no longer a client of ours, but we had them for quite a while on Amazon. And they would have like, isn't that great? Like ashwagandha and like, what was the mushroom
was like a mushroom one. They only sold it on their website. They were like, it's very special, specially grown. It's a certain time of the year. It's a tiny quantity and it's more expensive if you buy it. And they had these beautiful violet, you can't see here, but if you look in the light, they're like violet colored glass containers. Well, then we went to them and we said, okay, not everybody needs a new violet container. I don't even know if these are recyclable. I guess they are because they're glass.
They are.
Cool. We thought, why don't you do refill packs? Like just do a package with a zippy and sell those on Amazon, and we can cut the cost of the product in half. The person can fill up their pretty violet container as they want to keep it. And we just got really scrappy, I think, with assortment, where if you wanted something fancy or specially grown and only one time a year, special mushroom, whatever, you have to go to the website. And then they had killer, they still do, I'm sure, killer email marketing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Lots of give back. The dad wrote a book. So there's lots of excerpts from the book and stuff on nutrition and stuff on biodynamic farming. And like you fell in love.
You absolutely did.
I think the most important thing for a brand to do is create your cult following. Create something where people fall in love with you. They see pictures of you and your family. I mean, obviously done in a classy way by professional photography. Or it's not like you snapping pictures at home, but like that's the way to then be able to move into a marketing focused Amazon strategy.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Cool. All right. Well, then that's the end of this episode. What are we doing next? Do you still have this? Episode number 3 will be
Why Shopify.
Why Shopify, which I'm really excited to talk about that, because we're seeing people moving off of Amazon or kind of shutting, closing, limiting their Amazon accounts, moving directly into Shopify, which is like my new favorite thing.
Yeah, there's so much you can do with Shopify.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you in episode 3. Bye.